Accept the challenges so that you may feel the exhilaration of victory. George S. Patton. George Smith Patton, Jr. was born in San Gabriel, California, November 11, 1885. He was the firstborn and only son of George Smith Patton, Sr. and his wife, Ruth Wilson. His younger sister, Anne Wilson Patton, called Nita, made his family a happy foursome. Military roots run deep. Patton's family was descended from the Welsh lords of Glamorgan, men who had had a long history of military service and accomplishment reaching back into the Middle Ages. His family also descended from King Edward I of England through the king's son, Edmund of Woodstock, the first Earl of Kent. Family fable held that he was also descended from 16 of the Scottish barons who had signed the Magna Carta, the famous document that limited royal power for the first time in human history. The first Patton to come to North America was Robert Patton, born in Ayr, Scotland, who emigrated to Virginia in 1769 or 1770. He likely fought as a patriot in the American Revolution. During the American Civil War, Patton's grandfather, George Smith Patton, commanded the 22nd Virginia Infantry under famed commander Jubal Early. He was killed in the Third Battle of Winchester. Meanwhile, his great-uncle, Walter Patton, was killed during Pickett's charge at the Battle of Gettysburg. On his mother's side, he descended from Hugh Mercer, a patriot who had been killed at the Battle of Princeton during the American Revolution. George Smith Patton Sr., Patton's father, graduated from the Virginia Military Institute and went on to be the district attorney of Los Angeles, California. Patton never had any intention to be anything other than a soldier. He was an intelligent and inquisitive boy who loved to read military history, especially books recounting the exploits of Hannibal, Scipio, Africanus, Julius Caesar, Joan of Arc, and Napoleon Bonaparte. Patton family friend John Singleton Mosby, a frequent guest in their house during his childhood, was also known as the Gray Ghost for his raids and ability to escape capture when he was a Confederate cavalry leader. His tales of warfare entranced young George and added to his urgent wish to be a soldier as well. Patton's ancestry was greatly important to him, and he claimed deep spiritual ties to the men who had come before him. He believed in reincarnation, and his deep conviction that he had been a soldier in several lifetimes became a central part of his personal identity. He pursued rigorous physical training, and he became an expert equestrian. Military Academy. When he was 17 years old, he tried to gain entrance to the United States Military Academy, and he also applied to multiple universities with Reserve Officer Training Corps programs. He was accepted to Princeton, but ultimately decided to attend the Virginia Military Institute, which had been the alma mater of his father and grandfather. He was nominated to West Point by a senator from California, and so his dream was finally realized. His transition to military routine was smooth and untroubled, but his academics caused him some strain. In fact, his mathematics scores were so low, he was forced to repeat his first year. He improved his academic performance somewhat, but his scholarly endeavors were always overshadowed by his brilliance at military drills. He was made cadet sergeant major during his junior year and cadet adjutant during his senior year, both very prestigious positions. He played football for West Point, but suffered several arm injuries. Because of his issues on the football field, Patton switched to fencing and track and field, specializing in the modern pentathlon.
Para seguir escuchando este audiolibro gratuitamente, haz clic en el enlace de la descripción y podrás escucharlo completo sin coste gracias a la prueba de 30 días de Audible.